Imagine the seas turning red, coastal cities burning from Cyprus to Canaan, citadels crumbling, trade collapsing, empires vanishing. A mysterious coalition of seafarers swept across the eastern Mediterranean, toppling kingdoms and sparking centuries of upheaval. They were known simply as the Sea Peoples, invoked by Egyptian pharaohs, depicted in temple reliefs, yet almost completely forgotten until recently. Today, we uncover who they really were, what drove them, and how their story flips ancient history on its head. Welcome to Obscure Archive, where trapped secrets resurface and forgotten stories return. Stay with me as we sail from Mycenae to Memphis, from famine-ridden coasts to the halls of Pharaoh Ramses III, exploring the rise and fall of one of history's most enigmatic migrations. Who were the Sea Peoples? Egyptian inscriptions name them Shurden, Shekelesh, Peliset, Luka, Cheker, Washesh, Dinyan, and Ekwesh. They aren't a single culture. They're a loose confederation of maritime tribes. Some had served as mercenaries long before the collapse. Shurden fought with Egypt, Luka allied with the Hittites, chronicled as early as Kadesh. Origins, likely from the Aegean, Anatolia, Sardinia, Sicily, the Mediterranean's edges waves of chaos between 1300 to 1100 BCE. Severe drought, famine, and earthquakes devastated empires. Trade collapsed, cities starved, people fled or fought. The Sea Peoples appeared as both flooding wave and refugee crisis. Women, children, ox carts shown in Egyptian reliefs, not armies, but migrating families. Some scholars now argue they were symptoms, not the cause, of Bronze Age collapse. Egypt's turning point first clash. During Merneptah's reign, in 1209 BCE, Sea Peoples and Libyans attacked. Egyptians claimed deployment of 5 tribal groups and killed thousands in Karnak-stele inscriptions. Second clash, Pharaoh Ramses III, you're at 1178 to 1175 BCE, fought major battles. Battle of Jai, land engagement in Lebanon, Syria, Karnenoin, Egyptian victory. Battle of the Delta, a naval ambush in the Nile Delta, sinking enemy ships on both flanks of the mouth. Reliefs at Medinet Habu show not only warriors, but families arriving in ox carts and livestock, suggesting large migratory movements. Who were they? Theories of origin. Shurden, possibly from Sardinia. Shekelesh, linked to Sicily or Anatolia. Luka, likely from Lycian coast in Turkey. Peliset, early Philistines in southern Canaan. Cheker, possibly linked to Tekers in Dor, colonized as mercenary kingdoms in Canaan. Experts now favor a polyethnic migration model, refugees and warriors from Greece, Anatolia, Cyprus, Sardinia, driven by drought, famine, and collapse. Not a single invading force. Beyond Egypt, collapse of empires. The Sea Peoples' march coincides with the destruction or decline of major Bronze Age powers. Hittite Empire, Mycenaean palaces, Ugarit, Elishia, and more. However, recent archaeological reevaluations show many cities were not destroyed by Sea Peoples, but collapsed earlier or later, or recovered under new regimes. Still, the ripple effect of population movements, economic breakdown, and political collapse reshaped the Mediterranean world. Were they villains or victims? Ramses III's propaganda frames them as barbaric raiders, but the images show families and tools of resettlement, not weapons alone. Many scholars argue they were desperate refugees, forced into piracy or warfare to survive. They erased old elites, and some assimilated into new cultures. Philistines in Canaan, Dor Kingdom founded by Cheker. The Sea Peoples might simply be the last survivors of a crumbling world. Legacy and lessons. Egypt declared victory, but the victory came at a heavy cost. Silver and grain reserves were drained, senior officials displaced, power waned. The collapse ushered in a centuries-long dark age for Greece and Near East. Literacy temporarily vanished. Bronze technologies declined. Yet new societies arose from chaos. Israelites, Neo-Hittites, Philistines, early Greeks. So who were the Sea Peoples? Not mythical raiders, not invincible conquerors, but displaced peoples, refugees, warriors, caught in the breakdown of an ancient world. They reshaped history, they toppled kingdoms, they sparked the end of one era and the dawn of another. Theirs is a story not of invasion, but of survival. If this journey revealed something new, like subscribe and comment below. Do you think the Sea Peoples were victims or criminals of history? This is Obscure Archive, where history's shadows come back to light.